After months of soaring numbers of border crossings, officials at the Department of Homeland Security now say the numbers of migrants are falling drastically. But what's driving that downfall? Joe Khalil has been looking at these numbers, and he's live with us this morning with a closer look. Good morning, Joe.
Hey, good morning, Mitch. Drastic is a good word to describe it. Homeland Security says that in just the last month, border crossings and migrant encounters from 4 key countries have gone down 97%. Just think about this, Mitch, for a second. Customs and Border Protection puts out numbers every single month at the end of the month. But in January, they put them out in the middle of the month. We've never seen that before. And why is that? You know, over the past 2 years, Customs and Border Protection has not really had anything to celebrate when it comes to the border, nothing they can really point to that shows any progress when it comes to border security. So they rushed these numbers out, and I think that's telling in itself of how border officials feel about what's happening right now. And this is what we're talking about by the numbers. Go ahead and take a look here. Nicaragua, Venezuela, Haiti, and Cuba, they have all hit their lowest point when it comes to migrant encounters and illegal crossings since February of 2021. That is just a month after President Biden took office. That is down from 3,300 a day last month to just 115 this month. Drastic there. So those are the numbers here, Mitch, that we're seeing from Customs and Border Protection. That is why Homeland Security says this is such a drastic drop here.
Okay, so we know that there is a drop. Do they have any reasons as to why? And how can we continue this? Because I think both sides would like for fewer people to come across or for us to have a better handle on those that are.
Yeah, so digging into it a little bit, there are a couple of reasons why we think they're seeing this. One is that there has been more crackdown on enforcement, and Homeland Security believes its new parole program is working. So Mexico has agreed temporarily to take in 30,000 people every month from these countries, and the U.S. is taking in the same number. So that, in part, they think is encouraging many to go that route rather than taking the perilous journey and actually waiting at ports of entry coming to the border. I'm also told by border sources that CBP believes their new app is working. So would-be migrants can download this app and get pre-screened. They can apply for exemptions to get around Title 42 and to get into the United States without actually coming to the border to get processed by agents. Now, we were a little skeptical about this because CBP has not provided any specific numbers, but they say that they're getting flooded with applications through this app daily, getting more and more every single morning, and they believe that truly is deterring some people from actually showing up at the border, Mitch. And a couple of other factors here are just sort of circumstance. Every year there is a seasonal shift. So when you get into the winter months, January and February, these numbers tend to go down. That's certainly one thing. And another aspect of this is that in December, we saw a record monthly number. So hard to imagine that that number was not going to drop in a drastic way. It just happened to be much more drastic than even border officials had expected it was going to drop.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation in your cable lineup. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-based, unbiased coverage.